Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back from more Turbo Duels. That's right. So the last part was probably me deck building for most of the video. But now I've got a different deck. You can see it on screen right here. I don't have a skill set since I'm not using Fortune Ladies. And the blue eyes are there, well, we'll just see how this goes. I don't know if Light Sworns are nearly as good as they used to be, but regardless, this is what I've got. So I hope it's pretty good, except, dude, wow. Interesting. So he showed up again. Well, he probably isn't expecting Light Sworns. Now, obviously, the problem is you can end up with a certain card in your graveyard, and that always sucks. Okay. Once per turn, you can discard a card then. Okay. Well, I end my turn then. I like that this is a Light Sworn deck because I've got experience with this archetype. And now, unfortunately, it's not the best Light Sworn deck because I don't have some of the best cards for the archetype. So that means that while this deck may get me some wins, it's not going to do anything too significant. I mean, a good portion of my losses could just be me decking out. Although I've tried to avoid that problem by maxing out on the number of cards in my deck. But there actually is another problem. I may be doing that, but I mean, it happens. It happens. Okay, give me a second. And it has a level added to your hand. Okay, then banish the number of cards equal to the original monster of the card in your hand. Okay. I add a continuous trap. What? Give me a second. What? No, oh, wait. Why am I freaking out? Like, I've got dragons in the deck. Like, I've got dragons that are just normally dragons, like, that there isn't an issue with this. Now, what is likely to happen is my opponent summons a second card, takes out the one I've got in defense position, and then attacks with the fusion monster to end the game completely. Yeah, I have. Unfortunately, that isn't really piercing damage. I still lost. Okay, well, I mean, like I said, this isn't the best Light Sworn deck out there. I just built one. I just built one because I needed. I mean, it was a useful strategy. I had enough to mostly have Light Sworns. Okay, Turbo Duel. But it might be too all over the place. And now, if this is true, that doesn't necessarily mean the deck is broken. Because maybe being all over the place is a benefit in some cases. Because like I said, Judgment Dragon, you can probably negate its effect pretty easily these days. So I'm not sure how useful it is to have that card. It's not useful to have this card either, apparently. Okay, I can't do anything. It must be special summoned by a card effect. Well, my opponent gets to do whatever he wants, I guess. So direct attack could have been worse. Okay, well, I drew Judgment Dragon. Wow. But that doesn't mean I'm going to win. No, I mean, considering what I just said. You can probably negate Judgment Dragon's effect pretty easily. The game has pretty much progressed a lot. So, based on that logic, Judgment Dragon is... I mean, it's still a good card, but it depends on the deck you're up against. Okay. Use special summon a monster. I assume you sync up summon by summoning a tuner. And when you summon... Hold on a second. Okay, there's only one card in the extra deck. I mean, that doesn't prevent my opponent from synchro summoning it. This doesn't prevent my opponent from synchro summoning, but... Okay. The direct attack. Interesting. Interesting, I must say. Okay, this is not helping at all. Activate the skill. Okay, draw one card. That isn't going to help me at all. Like, I can only use it once. I can't summon anything. Yeah, that's one flaw of the deck, is when you can't summon anything. Although I did try. I just used an effect to draw a card. So I mean, I made an effort, but there was an attempt, and the attempt failed. Yeah. I mean, this is definitely a way that the deck can backfire. Like, I did not realize that one of these cards couldn't be normal summoned. And I think I should actually take this into consideration. And not put that... Yeah, I should take this into consideration. Okay, well... I actually have to be careful now. Give me a second. I am going to deck construction. But only I'm going to make some minor tweaks based on certain things. So I'm going to take out one of those cards. There are 3 of these in the deck. And it can only be summoned with a card effect. So that isn't good. That isn't good at all. So now what am I going to do? Well, I'm not sure. I definitely have to find something to use. Okay, I can put other light monsters into the deck. The light monsters that go into the deck. Let me find some of those. Because I want these to be primarily light. I mean, that's just a choice made by me for no reason. I know I should not do this. But also, if I'm going to lose a million times, I would like to spice things up a bit. Just saying. I don't want to just lose. And now, with what I just did, my deck building is complete. There is a problem though. And now it's worse. Yeah, now it's worse. I can't believe that wasn't on my favorite list. The Hangman. Oh god. You know, I pulled the Hangman recently. It was actually last night. I haven't gone back to my deck yet. But I actually have some plans. Just give me okay. So this person is also in hell. No, that is not actually true. But you know what? Maybe that person feels like it is true. We just don't know. But I definitely I don't have the best opinion of this country. Though objectively there are worse. Okay, so it's my opponent's turn. And now I assume this person likes Aki just as much as I do. Okay. Hold on a second. This may not be the right move. But I think it's... Well, it'll get things started, just to be fair. It'll get things started. I end my turn. My opponent activates something at the end of my turn. Before Lightsworns, presumably. Yeah, that's in the top 2 cards from my deck to the graveyard. Not something that you want to ever happen, but, well, you know. Okay. Solemn. Give you my it was negated. So that's bad. That is very bad. But if we're going to be fair here, this deck normally kicks my ass no matter what deck I'm using. So brick or don't brick, I usually lose against this deck. I don't think I've beaten it even once, actually. And if I did beat it once, the game was mean to my opponent, and yeah. Like as much as I hate losing, it's like, well, sure, I hate that I lost, but it's not actually. Draw one card. Thank God. That time it worked in my favor. Are you kidding me? I don't care. I'm just doing it. I'm doing this anyway. I don't care. Though I pretty much am defeating myself at this point. Like, there are no spell counters here. Alright. I'm going into battle. It's probably dumb, but I don't care how dumb it is. Seriously? You know, this card might actually replay happens, continue to attack. You know, this card might actually be better than the current cards I usually have when yeah. I think I should take out Acts of Despair and just replace it with this card. Okay, well this isn't going to go well for me, obviously. Great. Well, the deck definitely isn't. It could be better. That's what I'll say. It could be better. For some reason, I feel like this deck wants me to keep using it. Yeah, again, it sounds nuts when I say things like that. But I mean, it makes things interesting to say things like this, doesn't it? I mean, better than just generic commentary. Although sometimes I do generic commentary. And let's just be real. Okay. But that was just enough to take me out. Actually, I had 200 life points, not 300. But regardless, I lost. That was not good at all. I suffered, but I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. I have to win before I can get to the next fight. Do you know how many Yuseis there are right now? I'm facing Yusei like as many times as there are Kaibas. But Kaiba cannot show up for this event, so Yusei is doing it instead. Well, I can't do anything, so I end my turn. Now, my opponent probably thinks that because I cannot do anything, that I bricked. In one way, yes, I have indeed. I sort of bricked, but also yes, I have bricked. Let's not act like I haven't bricked. Let's not. Wow, this person uses Rose too. Well, that's not surprising. I mean, why wouldn't you use her? She's a level 4 tuner, and she has 600 attack. So obviously, there's an appeal when using her. Okay, well, wow. Is it going to gain attack? Okay, I didn't get to finish my sentence, but whatever. Can it be destroyed by card effects? Okay. If that targets a card, I control. Correct. Great. Great. This is brutal. But we all knew that, didn't we? We all knew that. Give me a second while I... What are you going to do? Yeah, really, what are you going to do? Well, for me right now, the best thing for me to do would be to get that card off the field. That isn't going to happen though, so I think I should use my skill. This is the only thing I can do. And it's a pretty bad decision and a bad move altogether. I know this isn't working, I'm just doing it out of spite. Like, I know it's stupid. Yeah, okay, yeah, please. Huh? Well, what are you going to do? How did you even get in the graveyard? I thought you negated that. Okay, well, your face down card. Okay. Special summon it. Well, that is not good for me. That is very, very bad. Proceed to the battle phase. Yes. I'm going to destroy that card. And now, obviously, I lose again. Not surprising, I lose quite a bit. Until the end of this turn. Dude, I wasted that. Like, my turn is over. Well, okay, sure. Red Eyes Fusion. You know, it's pretty obvious I've lost. So, I'm just going to ignore what my opponent is doing. Until I get the "you lose" sound. Yes, that sound. When it plays, I will go to the next duel and pay attention until maybe I lose again. Okay. I was going to ignore this, but what made me look at it again, it was the fact that Duel is still going. That's why I looked up. I was like, whoa. Well, that means he wanted to show off. Although there's really no point in doing that. I mean, you already won, dude. Dude, that was... You only had to do that. Now you decide to summon something else? Sure. I don't have to like that he just won, but, I mean, people win. That's just what happens. Yeah, people win. Okay, I lost again. Let's try again. Yes, again, I lost, but I'm trying again. Okay. You know, this deck might work better with someone else. Yeah, I'm not sure Carly has the right skills to make the best use of this deck. Who do I think would make the best use of this deck? I don't know. Luna comes to mind, but I don't know what skills she has. And I also have no idea. You know, I'm actually thinking about it. Like, who would be good for this deck? like, I'm considering changing the character I'm playing as. I mean, mainly it's because this character doesn't really have any synergy with this deck. And normal Carly doesn't either. So I'm just thinking about who would have this energy. Yeah, who would have this energy. And while Luna comes to mind, because I forgot her deck, I don't think that's a reliable way of doing. I don't think it's a reliable. So, yeah, I don't think that's reliable as it reminds. Yeah, probably not accurate. Probably not accurate. But I can go and look through here to find some duelists that have skills that do synergize with this deck. So good luck to me finding one. Yeah, good luck to me finding one. Well, first I'm going to start with Luna. And see what skills she has. Okay, Mark of the Dragon. Holy Guard. Okay. You take no battle damage on your turn. Interesting. Field restock. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I don't really think these are very good. Yeah, I don't think there's any synergy there whatsoever. Probably not here either, but I'm looking at what's here. What grows in the graveyard. Okay, what about Leo? I'm not even using his deck, so I don't know. Okay. Right. Okay. I see. Well, I know that Crow uses Black Wings, so not very useful. How about Kaylin? I have no idea why I would choose this. Okay, I'm looking. So far, really? Okay, yeah, this Wave Motion Inferno. Okay, well, I'm looking. I don't see anything. Like, you say doesn't have... Well, okay. I think he's... He's beat down. I think Jack is the best option here. I'm surprised to be saying that. But yeah, I think he's the only one with a skill that I would use. And I think it's a good idea to use a deck. The only thing I'm worried about is I don't remember how many deck slots Jack has. So if he doesn't have enough deck slots, then I'm pretty much going to have to keep playing as Carly until... No, I get more deck slots by using Jack and not Carly. My brain works in the most interesting of ways, and it doesn't make sense. But at least it is not boring. Okay. Well, he has another deck slot. Conveniently. Conveniently, he has exactly one deck slot. So, okay. Yes, I set this as the active thing. Yes. Okay, for now, I'm going to use a skill he's got. I'm going to just use it. I don't really expect to be summoning anything. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere, but you never know. Yeah, that's kind of why I have one specific card in my deck. I mean, you know that I'm going into this with a card that could destroy me. But, I mean, I'm just tired of the usual strategies. Okay, can I just be weird for a second? Yeah, I want to experience the authentic going. I just don't think that I have to play normally all the time. So I've got this deck that, first, I know I have a deck that could destroy me, but I would have to draw it first for it to have that effect. And I would have to last long enough for me to be able to tribute summon it. Although it'd be funny if my opponent just negated it. I mean, dude, if my opponent negated it before the coin was even flipped, I'd be like, dude, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Okay, it is my opponent's, it's my turn. Yes, it is my turn. I summon this card. Okay, and I summon this card. Actually, I could have summoned Red Dragon Archfiend there. That's not something I expected. Oh my god. It's one of those decks. Well, okay. I really don't think that White Sworns can beat a Blue Eyes deck at this point. But I mean, I've got a card in my deck that would potentially turn things around. While also being the reason I lose. And the reason I'm using that card specifically is for the enjoyment of it. Yes, I use a card that no one uses. Absolutely no one uses. And I either lose because of it or I win because of it. Now, either way, if I put that card on the field, that probably means I'm losing. And if I put that card on the field, that probably means I'm losing. Because for me to put that on the field and risk the loss and the defeat, well, I would obviously summon a card that, well, I'm pretty much going to lose anyway. So if the effect goes off, that's not really too much of a big deal. Okay. My opponent's... Well, I'm waiting. Okay. I summoned this card. And you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to equip this to the tuner monster. It's going to be wild. Very wild. You don't want to miss it. Yes, that's right. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to drive my opponent nuts. Okay. I attack directly. Well, that was a nice win. That was definitely a nice win there. I'm glad I won. I'm glad that I won. But yeah, as I've mentioned before, I don't really like losing. Obviously, I don't lose on purpose, but if I use that one card, then you have to imagine that if it backfires, I would lose. So the only reason to even use the card is, well, if I'm already in a tough position, so I've got nothing to lose by taking this risk. I've obtained a super... Okay, that's awesome, that's great. I'm halfway there to the 100 wins. Okay. Now I have to win another one to get that mat. Now I suspect wins are going to become more common as I start leveling up. I mean ranking up, apparently. Okay. I'm rating. Yeah, I expected this. Yeah, I pretty much expected it. Oh. I just remembered something. Yeah, I just remembered. But actually, how long is this video? It's long enough, I will say that. But I did not notice the time. This is normally around the time when I socialize and stuff, and for some reason, I seem to be lonely, and I'm like, dude, I'm doing this for myself. Like, this playlist is the evidence. All these videos of me playing this game is the evidence. Like, seriously, what? Anyway, it's not time for me to socialize yet, and also, I'm not even sure if I'm going to bother. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm going to bother. Okay. I saw my opponent, and I'm like, this guy wants me to suffer. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes that's just what your opponent wants. And I'm not actually much better, to be completely honest. Alright, it is my turn. I start off the duel. Okay, I know I'll summon this card. I'm not sure how long it'll stay on the field, so I'm just going to take a look. Okay, so my opponent is doing things. Probably things that I don't want my opponent to be doing. But, you know, I don't get to this side. Yeah, that's right. I don't get to this side when my opponent does. Okay, my opponent has been waiting long enough. I'm getting started here. Well, what is this? I'm not putting that to... Actually, yes I am. You know, just in case. And also, I should stop taking forever when I note. Yeah, well, I don't know how things are going to go later. It seems like a lot of people are very busy. Which is why I'm not sure if I'm even going to bother showing up for a social thing that much. Not... Oh. Okay. Well... Wait, hold on a second. Okay, well, you know what? I don't mind losing right now. But I still wish I did not lose. I mean, obviously, why would anyone in the right mind want to lose? And the only time that I did want to lose was earlier when I needed to do something very important. It was an emergency, and I was forced to surrender because the duel was going on for too long. Although, to be fair, I was still against an archetype I tend to lose against all the time. So it's not like it would have been a surprise if I did lose. Well, give me a second. What? Can this... Okay. Well, I'm going to do something very painful and damaging to my sanity. I'm going to discard this Blue Eyes White Dragon. What is my opponent doing? Why is it waiting for... Is this waiting for a response because of my internet being bad? Or is this a... No. Okay, well, my bonus connection failed. I won that. That was a very fast duel. And I'm glad it was a nice... I'm glad I won that. Although it was definitely not in the way I would have preferred. Yeah, I definitely would not have preferred to win that way, but, you know, it happens, you know? It happens. Okay, win 2 Turbo Duels. I got it. Okay, so that's standard 1. So I basically have to win one of these. Standard 1, okay. So for game mat, okay. I don't know how, I don't even know how, I don't understand these rewards. Okay. Well, this is interesting, but, well, you know. So guys, that will wrap it up for this video. I will be back later, obviously, because I can't seem to stop recording these, and even now, dude, I didn't even expect to get into this event that much. But it seems I like it. Yeah, we'll see what that says about my mental health later this month. Yeah, like, I think my voice would like a break. I keep drinking a bunch of water, hoping to help it, but, I keep talking a lot. Anyway, it's time for me to stop recording. So I will be back later on tonight. Yeah, I will definitely be back. So wait for my next video. And also, I will be trying to upload all the videos I've currently recorded while I am not recording. So I'm actually going to schedule those. By the way, I'm actually going to schedule those. So stay tuned for my next video. Yeah. Wait for it. It will be here soon.